Hello students, myself Karishma Datta from Saraswat International Academy. I am going to teach to standard 9th English medium, subject social science, chapter number 13, India location, geological structure and physiography, part 2. Topic. The first point in the topic is we have seen in the previous part 1 about the location of India, where do India actually the position of India is. Now we shall move with the area of India. The first point, the land area of India lies in the South Asia. In the north, lofty mountain, lofty means tall. What do you mean by lofty? That is, tall mountain ranges are spread over hundreds of kilometers from west to east direction. Over here what they're saying that the land area of India lies towards the south of Asia, and towards the northern side of India, what can you see? You can see the lofty mountain ranges. Lofty means tall. Tall mountain ranges which are spread over how much? That is over hundreds of kilometer from west to the east direction. The next point now. That is why the commuting with Tibet and China is possible only through passes located at high altitude. Okay, now what they're saying that how is the commuting from with Tibet and China is possible. It is only possible through passes which are being made in the mountainous area. Okay, now for transportation or for any communication in the mountainous area, passes or roads are being made, and they are located at high altitude. Altitude over here means that a land area which is higher than the sea level. An example is the mountain. Mountain is higher than the sea level. That is said to be as altitude. So commuting with Tibet and China are possible only through what? That is through passes which are located at the high altitude. Then Bay of Bengal lies to the east, Arabian Sea to the west, and the Indian Ocean to the south of the peninsula India. If you can see it over here, that Bay of Bengal lies over here, that is towards the east. Arabian Sea lies over here, and the bottom of the southern side lies the Indian Ocean. Okay, and what is peninsula? It has been explained first that area covered from three sides with what? That is water is said to be as peninsula. The next one now. The sea is utilized as waterway. The sea is utilized for what? That is for water transportation, for water waves. Okay, even though the land routes are obstructed by surrounding mountains, obstructed by surrounding mountains. Obstruction means rukavat. Okay, and obstructed by surrounding mountains. Over here they are trying to say that land routes are being obstructed by surrounding mountains. That means a bit of obstruction can be seen when transportation from mountains is to be done. Next, India has accepted all cultural elements arriving from outside, and these have merged into Indian society. Whoever have come from outside to India, India has what done? India has accepted them wholeheartedly and even adopted their culture. So India has merged into what? Into an Indian society. Now we shall move with a new topic, that is strategic location. Strategic means planning. That means strategic means what? That is planning. Now the first point, India holds a strategic location in the eastern hemisphere and it has a strategic importance also. India is in the eastern hemisphere. Now what they're saying that India lies towards the eastern hemisphere, so it has a very important it takes a very important place in the world if we see according to the strategy. Next point, Oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relation in ancient time. Who has played a very important role in developing mutual relation in ancient time? That is oceans. Ancient time means from ancient times ocean have played a very important role in building what? That is relations. Okay, mutual relations. Next point. India had trade relation with East Africa, West Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia since Asian time. We have seen in the first chapter about, I explained that European people who came to India for what? That is for trade, right? So we can understand that how much good relation do India have with the other continents and even the other countries of Asia from the Asian time. Then next point, India has developed cultural and trade relation with them due to her location. Okay, now what they're saying, that because of having a good relation with them, what has India developed? India has developed itself culturally and even by trade, that is business relation and cultural relation. India has developed to a great extent because of its location. No country in the Indian Ocean has a long maritime boundary as India. If you can see the boundary, that is the peninsula side of India. No other such country have that much of marine boundaries as India has. Next point. Due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. What is the reason that ocean is named as Indian Ocean? Because if we see the country India, the three side it is covered with what? That is with water. It is said to be a peninsula side, and no such country has that type of location. And because of its strategic location, the ocean, because of that reason, the ocean is named as what? Indian Ocean. Now students, we shall see it with the map. Like you can see, that is India over here, right? So you can see that is from the three side it is covered with water. And can you see any of the country being having such a location? So India plays a very important role according to planning. India plays a very important role in its location, and because of that, this ocean is named as what? Indian Ocean. Behalf of that, it is said to be as Indian Ocean. You can see that how many how water waves are being seen over here. You can see with the air route, and even that is the sea route, right? The sea symbol, you can see it, and you can even see the symbol of air route. The sea route, you can see how strategic importance do it plays. That means any country from the western side, if they need to go to the eastern side, they need to move it from this side, right? From this side. And because of that reason, India plays a very brief strategic location. Though I hope so it is very much clear to you that what's the reason the Indian Ocean name was being kept, why India has a strategic location among all the countries of the world, why its position, its location is very much perfect towards the eastern hemisphere. And even the eastern countries who need to go to the western countries for transport through sea route, they need to move it from this direction. So India plays a very important role in strategic location. Now next point, location of India across the international waterway is also important. We have seen in the map that how much it's important, because if any western country needs to go to the eastern country, they need to move it from that location only. So international waterway is also important location of India across. Next point. With the opening of Suez Canal in 1869, the distance between India and Europe has reduced by about 7,000 kilometers. Because of what? Because of Suez Canal, which was opened in the year 1869. The distance between Europe and India has decreased about how much? That is 7,000 kilometer. Next point, the sea routes connecting East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe passes through the Indian Ocean. Okay, now see over here. The sea route connecting East and Southeast Asia, even Australia to Africa, Europe passes through from where? That is from the Indian Ocean. That means they need to move from the Indian Ocean to do transportation through what? That is through sea route. Next, the circum African water wave and the Swiss Canal water passes by India. These two, the African water wave and the Swiss Canal water wave, they passes from by what? That is from India. Next point, Canada and USA can be reached through the same water wave via Strait of Malacca and the Pacific Ocean. If you want to reach Canada and USA, right, from the water wave, then you need to move it from the Strait of Malacca, and that is from the Pacific Ocean. Next point, India has contacts with many countries since many centuries. We are knowing it from the ancient time. India is having many contacts with many countries since many centuries. Goods and ideas are being exchanged since ancient time. Yes, European came to India, our goods were being exported to the European countries. So even goods were being exported, and even their ideas were also being accepted by India. From when? That is from ancient time. Next point, similarly, concept of Upanishads, stories of Ramayana, Panchatantra and therapeutic methods. That means these all concepts are even what it has been done, it has been exchanged. That is Upanishad, story of Ramayana, Panchatantra. You all know what is Panchatantra, and therapeutic methods, that all are being exchanged. Second, even Indian numerical figures and decimal system, etc., could reach many part of the world. Because of this, because of India having a very strategic location, because of that reason, we were able to exchange not only goods but even the ideas. We can see with the examples over here, that is Upanishad, stories of Ramayana, Panchatantra, like even the numerical figures, even the decimal systems that could reach many parts, that was being invented by India, and that because of that, because of this strategic location, it was able to reach to the part of the world. Next point, India has an important location in South Asia. India takes a very important place in South Asia. There are 29 states, one national capital, and 9 union territories in India. Now it is not 7, it is 9 union territories of India can be seen.